higher education has always been kind of a river, in the sense that you're either on one side of the bank, you don't have it, or on the other side of the bank, you do have it. But having it, being on the other side of the bank, doesn't mean a whole lot, to tell you the truth, especially today. I think without in any way deprecating any of our colleges or universities, most of them are in the distribution business. They don't invent new knowledge. They basically take knowledge that's available, organize it, and provide it to young people in some way or another. Sometimes very challengingly, many times not such. I'm afraid we've inflated the costs of higher ed, though, to a place where the mortgage business looks like child's play. That is, children are walking out of higher ed with debt loads $40,000 to $100,000, and no hope in a limited 20-year career of ever being able to pay that down, along with starting a new family, building home, doing whatever they want to do. I think higher ed really has lost its way, and we need to rediscover that in a way that doesn't start from just kind of pushing down what we did for the elite into the masses, but really reinvent the way we do education. Certainly a lot of education is what the child makes of it. Peer groups, as NHI knows so well, are so critical in the motivation or demotivation of a child. And I'm afraid universities don't spend the kind of effort they should on managing those peer groups to really extract the best out of their children. There are places where students can find that, but if you just look at the numbers again, public institution, 50% dropout rate in the 4 years. Even the typical, more the distribution private institutions, 70% completion, 30% dropout rates. The elites maybe will have only a 5% dropout rate. But so much of what makes the elites elite are the peer group you play with in the school and the connections you make post the school that allow you to kind of, in a sense, network your way to fun and profit, depending on what your goals are. The data I see at the Higher Ed Commission is this, that our K through 12 is way behind many countries. I mean, we're down there in about the 35th place. And we spend 6 times, 8 times more than any other country on the world in this. The higher ed is the thing we hold on to because, at least up till fairly recently, U.S. higher ed was the place to be. But as China has come online, as the Thailand and other kind of Eastern Asian countries come online, folks are not just coming here to get a degree and then staying here. They're coming here, getting a degree, and changing the quality of life back in China. So I think our universities are ill-prepared for the competition, the global competition that's going to come at them. European universities tend to still be stuck in models that aren't very suited for the current day. Whether they'll wake up out of that or not, it's not clear. In the old kind of image, the TV image of the master and the Padawan learner, who would just sit at the master and hear. But that relationship was never just sit at the master and hear. It was to go through a set of experiences the master had planned for this person. The apprentice. Yes, to rethink his life and re-see the world in a new way. It was not simply to give him knowledge or give her knowledge. I think there are those kind of opportunities in colleges, but they are not the systemic core of what colleges do. And yet, I think it could be done that way because it's a wonderful time in life between 18 and 21. You don't have some of the responsibilities you're going to have when you're a little older, and yet you have the kind of maturity to start to make life decisions. What a wonderful time to enable the young person, as free as they can be, to be challenged and invent kind of their world to some extent, not just fill in the world that they're getting a test on. So I don't know. That's fairly challenging, I think, and so much is the relationship you create between the student and the institution or the professors or whoever. Students who have enjoyed their college usually walk out and they name people who made a big difference in their lives. Students who just kind of got through it, there was no connection. They didn't connect to anything there. So, you know, it is a question of the first order for this country. We put an awful lot of money into it.